I'm Scott with Marc's Mobility. Today we've got a Permobil F3 that is fully loaded with electric seat lift, tilt, recline, legs, anterior tilt, and vertical standing legs, so stay tuned. This chair has a 300-pound weight capacity. It's in this beautiful Midnight Patriot color. If you don't like that color, you can upgrade to other colors on our website. There's a drop-down menu you can select. This unit comes with 60 amp gel batteries. These are recessed post batteries. If you have this unit and you want to order batteries, we do have a link for the batteries in the description as well as the link to look at this unit. So I'm going to start by going over some of the functions. First, I want to go over the 12-inch seat lift. So you can control the functions through the joystick or through this ICS box right here. I'm going to use the ICS box. It's a lot easier, but we hold down the leftmost button and it will go all the way up to 12 inches. There we go, we're all the way up. I'm going to go ahead and measure this. So we're looking at all the way up about 34 inches off the ground. Now another great thing is while the seat is elevated, you can still drive this chair. So you can see it will go forward and back at a reduced speed, about 3 miles an hour. So from here, I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the base. So this is the base of the unit. You can see it's got suspension here and here. It's a little hard to see. There's also tie-down points. There's one behind this rear caster if you're ever mounting this in a van. There's also one up front behind this rear fender as well. There's also lights mounted onto the frame. We will go over the lights a little bit later. The other thing I want to mention is there's a breaker in the back here. So when you order this unit, it will be powered off. There's a switch right underneath back here. So I just turn the power off to the whole unit. In order to turn it on, you would move that switch from the right all the way to the left. It has some resistance, but you heard that click and the power is back onto the unit. Now, another thing we can do, if you ever have to push this chair, it's a pretty heavy chair, around 400, I'd say around 415, 420 pounds. There is a freewheel option. So the motors are right here. These are direct drive straight to the wheel. There is a handle right here. If we push this handle down, you can freewheel the chair around. So you got to do both motors. So I push both down. I can push and pull the unit wherever I need to. Now you want to make sure these are in the lock position. You want to make sure they're up, not in freewheel. The chair will not drive while in freewheel. I'm going to turn our power back on. And then I'm going to go ahead and bring the seat lift down a little bit, and then we're going to go over the second electrical function. Actually, while we're high up, it's a little bit easier to see. This one also has the up and down legs. So most power chairs have legs that go in and out, but these also go up and down. So I will show you. You do have to do this through the joystick. You can't do this through the switch box, but you can see how the leg rests are going down. You can do this while they're elevated as well. It's just a little easier to see while the seat lift is up. You can see how far they're still going down. So if you ever need to get your legs out of the way or increase the height, they can go up and down quite a good ways. So I'm going to continue to bring the seat lift back down and bring the legs back up. Now this unit also has an anterior tilt function on it. Now a lot of Permobils do have the anterior tilt, but it's usually just a few degrees. This one has quite a bit on it. So I'm going to go to the tilt button and I'm going to press the forward button. We're going to hold that down. You can see the unit, instead of being flat, the seat's going to tilt forward. This is to help you get out of the chair if you need to. If you ever need to transfer, and you can see this tilts forward quite a bit. So now, and these foot plates do flip up and out of the way. You do need help getting in and out of your chair. With the seat lift elevated and the anterior tilt up, it can help you push off the arms, get into a walker or wherever you are transferring in and out of the unit to. This will help you get in and out of the chair. I'm going to go ahead and bring the anterior tilt back to flat. While I'm doing that, I do want to go over that this chair has a swing away joystick, so you can bring the joystick back. That'll help you get closer to a dining room table. instead of hitting your armrest. Now these arms do flip up as well, so if you transfer from the side, you don't have to do the front transfer, you can do it from the side. Go ahead and put those back down. So now I'm going to bring the seat lift all the way down. And you can do the anterior tilt at any height. I did it with the seat elevated to make it a little easier. Okay, so we were 34 inches tall earlier with the unit all the way down. About 22 inches, about 23 or so. It was about 34 and a half up top. So we're looking around 12 inches in the seat lift. Now I'm going to go over the electric tilt, which is the next electrical function on the chair. I'm going to hold the tilt button back. Now this is the most medically necessary of the functions. This is great for relieving pressure sores. If you have to relieve tension from underneath your legs, put it on your back. Or you just want to lounge. It's a very comfortable position, but this is really good for relieving pressure. So this tilts back pretty far. While we're up, this is a little extreme, but you can bring the legs up if you really need some circulation. You can bring your leg rest up while in this position. So that's a little much, but you can bring your legs up in that position. So I'm going to bring the tilt back down to something a little more normal. There we go. You can see on the side here, you got a little bag. This chair comes with a bag. If you ever need to store your wallet, your keys, your phone, anything like that, it is attached as well, very secure. So now we have the leg rest up. We can bring the backrest down and you can get a full recline on this unit. So the third button will bring your backrest back. You can see on this side you have a cup holder. This is a gyroscopic cup holder, so it moves with whatever position you're in. They're really nice. So if you did, lift your arm up, you can see that it's still level. So this is your full recline. It lays really flat, so if you ever have to sleep in your chair, this chair will allow you to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and bring the legs in, and I'm going to bring the backrest up at the same time. I'm holding two buttons at once, so you can do that on this chair. Hold two buttons at once and you can bring the unit back to a normal driving position. While I'm doing that, I did want to mention this chair comes with a safety belt right here. And then back here we have some bag hooks. We do have some nice blue backpacks that we give you with your chair, so you can use that to hang a backpack on. We also have your headrest here. This is an adjustable headrest, so I'm going to take this off so you can see. It is removable. There are different adjustments that have an Allen screw. You just loosen and you can adjust it wherever you want. Also inside the headrest here is more adjustments, so you can loosen this wrench here and bring this headrest more in or more out. So it's in the out position currently. I'm going to leave it like that. But this is an adjustable headrest. There we go. So we covered all of our functions. Next thing I want to show you is the seat. Let me set it back into the drive position. So this is your seat right here. This is a nice foam cushion. Now the seat currently is about 18 inches wide by about 19 inches deep. Now these units are adjustable. So if you are 6 foot tall or if you're 5'2", we can make everything bigger or smaller. We can adjust the width, the depth, the height of the backrest. Everything can be adjusted. We can bring the footplate up and down. Whatever you need, we will match this to your specs. We will send out a measuring chart when you order this unit, and we will get it specs to your measurements. So right now, it's in an 18 by 19 seat. In between the arms, we're looking at also 18 inches between the arms. And then outside of armrest to outside of armrest is currently 27 inches. We do have a wider back on it. That's how it came in. Again, these are adjusted. If you are a smaller person, that number would decrease a little bit to around a 25, maybe even a 24-inch mark. We could bring the arms further in, but because of this backrest that's currently on it, we're looking at 27 inches between the armrests. But again, that is adjustable. We do have these nice gel armrests as well. So these are very comfortable. They're a nice upgrade. They were already on this chair, so you're gonna get that by default. So that's the seat. You can see the safety belt here, headrest. I'm gonna go ahead and, while we're here, I'm gonna go ahead and show you the lights. This unit is equipped with factory lights. So we have our headlights here. We also have hazards. And you can see in the rear, there's rear lights as well. In the back, you have red. And we also have our turn signals. We have right and left flasher. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this back around. So I think I've covered pretty much everything on this. The only other thing I want to cover is charging the unit. So over here I've got a Permobil charger. You're going to get a charger that looks like this. One end is going to plug into the wall. The other end plugs underneath your joystick right here. Then you can charge the chair that way. I think I've covered everything. There's a lot to cover on this, so I'm just making sure. But I believe everything has been accounted for. So with that, we're going to take this chair outside, give it a driving demonstration outside and see how well it performs. So go ahead and follow us out there. So this is the Permobil F3. You can see the turning radius right here. This is the one that has 1 mile on it. And because it's a front wheel drive unit, it should track pretty well outdoors. So we're going to try it in the grass over here. No issues, it has plenty of power. Now I'm going to check the top speed. We get 6 miles an hour. So this chair has a top speed of 6 miles an hour. I'm going to bring the seat lift up and I'll show you what it looks like while elevated. Now you can drive this unit while elevated. It will be at a reduced pace. That's so that you can look at someone at an eye level. And this is the 12-inch seat lift. So we're almost up to the top here. So now we're all the way up and you can still drive. And this goes, I got a 3.1 miles an hour here. So this is the Permobil F3 with 1 mile on it. This is fully loaded with a seat lift, tilt, recline, legs, anterior tilt, and the vertical standing legs that go up and down. If you're interested in this product, I have the link in the description below for this or for batteries for this unit. So once again, this is the Permobil F3.
Hi, I'm Mark.
And my name is Alex. We're co-owners of Marc's Mobility.
I started this company in 1995.
We sell many products, not just what you see in this video. If you have any questions or concerns, please call us at the number below at 800-677-6293. Thank you and have a wonderful day.